Quick introduction explaining this video. When the media came after Luka Doncic, talking about his bad attitude and his complaining, many of us said, why aren't you talking about LeBron James? And why haven't you been talking about LeBron James, who's been behaving this way since any of us can remember? And I decided to go play-by-play through some games. And around that time, the Lakers had played the Celtics. And then I couldn't get through that entire game, and I put out a poll saying which game should I look at, and people voted on the Suns-Lakers game, February 26th. And from that one period that I did of the Celtics game and the first half that I have done so far of the Suns game, I got to say that I don't know if these games just happen to be those two on their best behavior, but it's not nearly as bad as I'm accustomed to seeing. That doesn't mean it's good. Far from good. I'm just saying it's far from what I'm accustomed to seeing from them. But as long as I'm doing the entire game, I will point out some other things that we see along the way. The primary goal was to see who complained the most, but there are other things that we need to consider.
Okay, for whatever reason, this game is the game of all games for LeBron James to come over and help on defense. He usually doesn't help at all or move at all. And this time he's helping in a negative way. He's helping when he shouldn't be helping, and it is hurting the team because his guy keeps getting left open. That's a three-pointer for the Suns that should not have taken place. And watch LeBron. Are we going to count this? Because he throws his hands up. I don't know. Oh, man. The number of times he gestures as if something isn't his fault. Are we going to count these as complaints, or does it have to be directed at the referee? You guys make up your own rules. I'm going to show everything, and you guys decide. But a quick question for Max Kellerman. What did you say that statue of Luka should look like? So LeBron's completely worthless, as usual. Luka hits a tough shot. I don't see any complaining. Luka got some contact there and didn't complain. Oh, he got called for stepping on the line, I think, and he's actually controlling it. Outlet from Luka. What the fuck is that? Oh, I gotta say, can these guys stop celebrating? You teenagers, you children, every single one of them acts like it's their first basketball game ever. It's the first period. It's 4-7. Sit the fuck down. Calm down. Oh, bro, he almost hit it. Let's celebrate in the first period for almost. All right, Luka hits another tough one. I was tempted to say that he was pointing at the ref, but he was actually giving Marcus Smart credit more than LeBron James does with his teammates. He was thanking Marcus Smart for the assist. Hey, what's LeBron doing? Oh, he's over on the other side of the court being completely worthless and doing what LeBron does, walking away. What the hell was this? You don't need to be touching him gently and kindly and whatever nice words you exchanged. He's certainly not going to be nice to you. You don't need to be kissing any player's ass out on the floor. What did that ref even say? Hey, thanks for not having my family killed last week. That was solid. Oh, you remember when I pointed out that LeBron is at the other end arresting during free throws? Look at that shot. And of course, what else is he doing? Wiping his freaking hands as usual. There's LeBron's man with the slip cut to the basket. 2 points for the Suns. Great defense, LeBron. Hey, you know what? Luka didn't complain there. And the reason I point that out is that if it had been LeBron and Luka's spot, he would have thrown up his hands or dropped his head or dropped his shoulders, something to let his teammates know that he was disgusted with them. Actually, LeBron looks a little disgusted as he slowly walks up the court. Here's JJ being a crap coach again. That was Luka with an inbound pass and inbound play called for LeBron. There's DeAndre Ayton setting a solid screen for LeBron out on the perimeter. Everybody wonders why he doesn't get rebounds. Maybe he's out on the perimeter screening for LeBron too much. And he missed anyway. Luka and DeAndre, both of you, show your disgust. Nope, neither of them do. Ayton gets out-rebounded here. You got to do better than that. But can we please look at LeBron's participation? Luka's doing more, and Luka didn't do anything, and he still did more than LeBron. Oh, Ayton took one pretty close to the nuts playing defense there. Oh, look at the hands on the hips, twins. Remind me when the league got rid of the jumping into the defender rule? A free throw for Go James! All right, watch LeBron James take off. The Suns got the offensive rebound. The Lakers could probably use someone there. They're playing stellar defense without him. And I got to pause because this play keeps going, but I got to pause for copyright reasons. As if everything I said wasn't bad enough, that he left his team playing without him. He gets rewarded. He gets rewarded with a cherry pick. Okay, LeBron, you just go to the bottom right corner and be worthless as usual. Ayton, you attempt a worthless screen, and Luka will make it anyway. $52 million right there. All right, watch LeBron James on defense here.
BA starting the night.
Oh, jeez. He's just the worst. Did you hear his scream? Look at him. He's fouling Jalen Green the whole time. And then somebody sets a screen that is like what LeBron does all the time, only cleaner. And he gets the call because he screamed hey and went flailing like a flailing bitch. Flaley McFlailerton had better go to the bench and get a rest after that.
A ton of points. A league average of 87 a game.
I know a lot of us don't really like watching Luka's game, but Jesus, I wouldn't want to guard him. Look at that.
There towards the bottom third overall. Doncic in there while he's creating. Grayson Allen, he's been bothered by some injury.
All right, did you see that? I mean, I'm embarrassed to even compliment something like this, but that's how bad things have become. He at least stepped in and lifted his arm. LeBron won't even do that. I think there are some X factors to consider. For example, the number of minutes that you're on the court. You're probably more likely to run into a conflict and complain. The number of shots you put up, you're more likely to get a call or not get a call that makes you upset. Your defensive assignment, if you're playing a tough defensive assignment, you're more likely to run into some sort of a frustrating situation. All of these things mean that Luka has a higher likelihood of having something to complain about. I'm not saying he should. I'm not trying to justify complaining. I'm just saying if we're comparing him complaining to LeBron complaining, these things seem reasonable to consider. Luka's got a harder time out there than LeBron, more likely to get frustrated. All right, LeBron almost throws it away here, and then instead of sticking around, he starts to leave. At the other end, LeBron's already gone. Already gone. And that's an offensive foul. Also, is his foot touching the floor while the ball is still in his hands? It's hard to tell because his shoes and the floor are black. Remember the unimpressive help defense that I praised Luka for and was a little bit embarrassed? This is what I'm talking about when I say it's even better than what LeBron does. Look at that. That's an offering. Michael Jordan is stealing that. Hell, Marcus Smart is stealing that. Dude, what is happening on that dome? That's a serious question. What am I looking at? What's taking place up there?
That's a bump out on top by Smart. LeBron in front of him. Jalen Green dancing. Loose.
I guess there's an unspoken rule about what you're allowed to do to Jalen Green.
Good
Closed
defense.
up some of the airspace.
Yeah, very good defense for the Lakers. Iguodaro's down low. Shook up for the Lakers. Allen on its way.
Did everybody see what happened there? The Suns got a three-pointer that never should have taken place because of LeBron's terrible box out. I'm going to slow it down here. I don't know what that hand wave is supposed to mean, but you have to box out every play, LeBron James. And here he tries to just weakly use his arm instead of getting his body in front, and that doesn't work. We're basically talking about laziness and a lack of footwork. Look at the flat-footedness to start the game. Move your feet, get your body in front, rotate your hips, stick your ass out, and box him out. Not this arm garbage. Notice Jackson Hayes, this guy. There's no way he's getting through to the rebound. Vanderbilt has a great opportunity for a rebound here if LeBron James just does his job and boxes out his man instead of selfishly going in and trying to get the rebound for himself. That is not team basketball. That is self-centered basketball. Vanderbilt had this rebound. LeBron James caused Vanderbilt not to get this rebound, and by Vanderbilt not getting the rebound, it stayed a loose ball, and the Suns got it back and scored because of LeBron James.
Jackson Hayes couldn't quite get out there.
Naturally. Let's throw Jackson Hayes under the bus and let LeBron off the hook. I can't believe I have to be here. Wasting my time doing this shit, and they're only giving me $52 million to do it.
Laker fans, you know the drill. Tacos are on the line tonight.
I remember those tacos from a long time ago, like 2, 3 a.m. coming home from the club. No one should put those things in their body. I don't know what they actually are made out of, but you should not be consuming those things.
The Lakers win. There's no step still for Golden State. That'll be on ABC only.
My God, are those boos for Ayton as he comes in?
So much taller, he just blocked it flat-footed.
Gillespie 2 for 2 from.
Don't strain yourself, LeBron. My God, it's like Gillespie's trying to give him the ball to steal. My God.
Game. Speaking of AR.
These guys need to fall down or something. Give LeBron a taste of his own medicine. Well, if it hadn't been for them reviewing this play for a hostile act, I would not have seen Luka putting his hands up like that. Seems like pretty ridiculous shit to be reviewing, but you know the Los Angeles Floppers. LeBron, of course, doesn't care about Reeves at all, so I don't know whether to give LeBron credit for not putting his arms up or not. Oh, you know what? Go F yourself, Reeves. You're lucky you didn't get called for a flop. Now you're carrying on. Yeah, we forgot to include him in this contest. We have 3 LeBrons on one team. 3 flopping, complaining bitches on one team.
Floor, we're going to have 8 Kennard.
Dude, what's happening on that scalp?
From the floor, underneath, Luka can't.
Well, there we go. Did he get fouled? That's a pretty bad complaint, Luka. It took a while, though. I mean, Luka and LeBron in the games I've been breaking down have actually been pretty well behaved, comparably, relatively speaking. I'm including this one because I thought he was going to complain and he didn't, so that kind of seems like it's worth noting. All right, are we going to count this? Lakers are about to take a timeout here, and Luka's using the opportunity to go and talk to a ref. He's not complaining during a play, during live ball, but he is complaining. Where are we going to rank that? Where are we going to categorize that?
Together in college. That one's knocked out of bounds.
Loose ball foul over the back of...
Well, he does get hit in the back here, but I don't know. He doesn't carry on. He yelled when he got hit and fell. Are we counting that or are we not counting that? Notice LeBron James hasn't been on the floor in quite some time.
Actually, now Kennard will go out. Luka stays in the game.
Look, when LeBron doesn't even appear on the screen until now, how important is he? And then once he does appear, he just starts leaving.
Iguodala, and guess what? He's got 4 tonight. 2 free throws.
All right, he gets the call. He doesn't throw up his hands or a tantrum or anything, but he does say, hey. I feel like they all say hey at this point. But maybe more important to mention is that LeBron James is just off on the perimeter. Stick some popcorn in his hand. A little bit harder to be in a position to complain when you're not even really playing. Anyway, are we going to count saying hey as you drive?
His left hand catches the face.
Right.
It's going to be where it is.
The challenge on the floor is unsuccessful. There is contact, however, that contact happens after the ball is deflected. Therefore, there will not be shots on the play, and the ball will be taken side out.
Well, they said the contact happened after the ball was deflected.
There was plenty of contact whenever it was.
Once the ball is free, I can beat him up.
It's funny to hear the Lakers announcers not even agree with the refs. And I was thinking kind of the same thing. It's like, so you can do whatever you want as long as there was a ball deflection first. Look at Jackson Hayes out on the perimeter, and look where LeBron James is. And I noticed this earlier, the exact same thing with DeAndre Ayton. I mean, no wonder those guys aren't picking up very many rebounds.
Down by 4. Doncic 3 on its way. Yes, sir! Now he's gonna get it. So Luka still got it from LeBron. Oh, can't score.
I don't know what he's doing here. He yells, hey, again, and then I don't know what he's doing with his arms. I guess we're going to rack that up as complaining. I don't know what else it is.
It's off, and it's going to be a team rebound going out of bounds.
The Lakers dodge one there.
Oh, there's another one. You know, I thought you were doing pretty good for a minute there, Luka, but you are not ending the half well. All right. Take a look at LeBron James. Doesn't he look engaged? Oh, man. I know people are going to say he's not getting as much usage, but that's probably the only reason they're managing to even beat the lowly teams they're beating, like the Kings and the Pelicans lately. Look at the duo of Luka and Reeves there. Keep the ball out of LeBron's hands, and you'll get some points. I also want to say that I've been documenting LeBron James standing around playing stand ball for years now, so I'm not going to buy the excuse that we see him standing now just because he's not getting as much usage.
All right, 49-49. A reminder to stay tuned. We will send you to the access.
Okay, let's do a recap at halftime. As I said at the beginning of the video, I actually thought things were going to be worse. I'm going to have to look at more games because most of the games that I watch, I'm just blown away by how often and to what extent both of these guys complain. And a lot of times, they don't even have to be involved in the play. Which brings me to something else I feel compelled to talk about again. Luka is definitely winning. I guess you might call losing, but he has the most complaints so far in this game. Really racked him up right there toward the end. LeBron, on the other hand, just seems almost completely unengaged. And I know I'm making excuses, but when it looks like you don't care about the game at all, I'm guessing that will increase the chances of you not bothering to complain. And a lot of times, even when LeBron isn't involved in the play, this goes for Luka too, actually. If you're looking at a wide angle, you will see LeBron throw his hands up and charge the ref to talk about something that there's not a chance in hell he was in position to see. So again, I'm a little bit blown away. LeBron is displaying model citizen behavior compared to normal in this game. I'll include at halftime also this video that just came out from Sports and Fitness Rants pointing out that Luka has gotten more technicals this season than LeBron James has gotten his career? Is it really 0? I thought he got at least 1 this season, but of course, most of our minds are racing straight to him assaulting a referee and not only not being ejected or fined or mentioned in the news, but also not even receiving a technical for that.
Okay, we're already at 19 minutes. I'm going to do the second half as another video. Let me know how you guys are categorizing things. Are we, every time they yell hey during a shot, are we going to count that as a complaint? Do you have to be in the ref's face? If you actually get hit and go down and yell, does that count? Or do the hands have to be up and you're going toward the ref? Well, we saw quite a few different categories to choose from, but at the end of it all, I gotta say, Luka wins in the form of losing this one. He had more complaining than LeBron James.
Sportsnet studio right after this.